Good Monday morning, meaties. Got Lucy Cat again. Here she is. Here she is. Here's the star of the house. The Queen Kitty. Love starting the day off with her. That's right. When you come visit Daddy during the morning, you have to be on camera. That's your job. Mwah. Aw. Okay. You did your job. Are you good? This cat is getting a little tubby because she terrorizes us at night and makes us wake up and give her more food outside of her diet. Isn't that right, my little chonker? Isn't that right, my little chonker? Aren't you a little chonky cat? Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll let you go. I don't know how much she weighs. Question mark. This much. Okay. Come on, get. All right, good Monday morning, meaties. How's everyone doing? Real fast, and I'll bring it back up during the Dead Meat News, but just a reminder that we will be at VidCon Anaheim, June 26th to 29th. As in, Dead Meat will have a booth on the floor at VidCon. It's kind of a big deal, big investment on our part. Come by. We'll have a little personality quiz that you can take and get a little card, a collectible card with different art of different monsters, and we'll also have a photo opportunity on the original Kill Count set that you can get a picture of being on the Kill Count set. We'll have merch there. Chelsea and I will stop by on occasion, but definitely come by. We're really excited about this presence, and there will be a chance to maybe find yourself seeing a screening that weekend if you talk to the right people at our booth. I don't know. Maybe just go in and explore. See what you figure out. But that's what's happening there. Mug of the day is classic WWF World Wildlife Foundation. Pandas hitting each other with chairs. No update yet on the merch store. Sorry, Ryan. Oh, and I believe it was Sydney Michelle was the first person with a chat message in the chat this morning. So, good morning to all of you. Let's get going. Unfortunately, the first news that we're going to start off with is some sad news. The Kingcast's Scott Wampler passed away suddenly without warning, but also without any suffering, so that's good. I didn't know Scott personally, but I definitely followed him on Twitter. Any, horror person in the industry probably followed him, and a lot of fans know him from the Kingcast, his podcast about Stephen King work with Eric Vespi. I'm not sure. He was real young. I think he was in his late 30s. It just real sad that this happened. We don't know details, but what I do like is that, because this was written by Phil Nobile Jr., and it seems like everyone close to him is, sad, but also not letting it be, not letting it grind them to a stop. Like, this article has humor to it about how, Scott would never call Twitter X, and he's currently trending on the app, which would amuse him greatly. Just, he was a really funny guy, and it seems like people are maintaining that spirit in his passing. So, RIP him, and best wishes to his friends and family. Moving on to, better news. Hard to get worse than that, but from Bloody Disgusting, Mike Flanagan, this is the big news in the horror space, I'd say, this week, is going to be writing and directing the next Exorcist film for Blumhouse. So it's official. They are abandoning the idea of a Exorcist trilogy by David Gordon Green after The Exorcist Believer came out last year to not great reviews. So David Gordon Green is out. That was announced a couple of months ago, I believe. And Mike Flanagan is in. So Flanagan obviously is a modern master of horror. I'm not just saying that because he's kind of a buddy, but just he's brilliant. I don't know many people who have as much creative juice as Mike Flanagan. I just don't. I don't know how he does it. The number of shows that he's made, the number of films, like, I think this is his first feature since Dr. Sleep in 2019. He's been doing series since then. Dr. Sleep was one of my 3 favorite films of that year, and I just love all his work. I just love it all. It's so emotional. It's spooky. It's funny. Like, I love his work. So we're all excited to see The Exorcist under Mike Flanagan's purview, being produced by Trevor Macy, his longtime producer, who's also a really cool guy. This is the first time that Flanagan and Blumhouse are working together since 2016, because that was Ouija, Origin of Evil, and prior to that, he had done Oculus in 2013, and then Hush in 2016, which is the next piece of news. Hush is finally getting a physical release, and this is something that Mike has talked to me about for a few years now. He is very frustrated with Netflix and how they actively prevent the physical release of their shows and content. They don't want people to own it. They want you to have to subscribe to their stuff in order to be able to watch it. That's why Midnight Mass, Flanagan's last show with them, is not available for any physical media. He has a interesting interview that also came out, I think, either today or yesterday, where he basically was like, well, I'm glad that some people online are preserving Midnight Mass, even just in case Netflix ever takes it down. But he has finally gotten rights back to Hush, which was covered on the Kill Count years ago. Great film, before I knew Mike. And so we don't really have details about it, but it will be released eventually. Because I correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you can watch Hush right now legally. If you maybe it's for VOD. Watch Hush 2016. Yeah, Just Watch is a good source. So Hush is not available for streaming right now, and since it did not get a physical release, you can't watch Hush. There is this great movie that was made that the people who made it are proud of and want you to watch, and you can't watch it right now. You cannot legally watch this film right now in any way, shape, or form. You cannot purchase it. You cannot stream it. You cannot rent it. You just can't do it. And that's so fucked up. We're in 2024. Lost movies should not be a thing. That's so fucking dumb. So it's cool that Mike got the rights to this, and we will have a physical release of it soon enough. Welcome to Derry. There's the Pennywise in the thumbnail. Welcome to Derry is going to be a prequel series on Max, a prequel to It, and Bill Skarsgård is going to reprise his role as Pennywise the Clown in it. He's also going to be an executive producer on this, and a bunch of people from the It movies are involved, including director Andy Muschietti and his sister, I believe, producer Barbara Muschietti, and then also some other producers. So this sounds cool. I mean, the Stephen King world is such... I love it. I love being in there. I love being in Maine and having all these monsters and the magical realism. And obviously, Bill Skarsgård really made an impact with this portrayal of Pennywise. I still think him and that movie are the reason why so many young people got into horror around that time, around 2017, 2019, when those two movies came out. And so I'm excited to see how this does. Obviously, it's a much different world than it was 5 years ago when those movies did so well. But, I mean, the two of them together amassed, what did it say? 1.1 billion worldwide. That's nuts. It made it's two movies, but still, for two R-rated horror movies to combine to over $1 billion, that's fucking awesome. And it's so cool. And I do credit it as a movie that really helped bring in a ton of horror viewers right around that time in 2017, which was good timing for me. Had a lot of young people come in and watch watch horror movies. Yeah, so that'll be fun. In news involving another horror bill, Bill Moseley, again, friend of the channel, presenter at Dead Meat Horror Awards, and my co-star in the Ice 9 Kills videos, he got hit by a cyclist, dude. Bill, he's 72. Can't be hitting 72-year-olds with a bike. That's fucked up. He was hospitalized from it. He broke some ribs and fractured his pelvis. And this cyclist, where was it? He was scheduled to attend the Carolina Fear Fest. So he was at his hotel. He stepped outside to have a walk. And a cyclist at the speed of 30 miles per hour fucking hit him from behind and then fled the scene, dude. That's so fucked up. Jesus. He, was taken to a hospital, and now he's, I believe he's doing his physical rehab. Again, this guy, hard to keep him down, because he'll make funny jokes, like, about how, oh, great, thanks, I can't show you. This is a picture of him in the parking lot being, this is him in the parking lot being like, my wife abandoned me, someone come pick me up. So he's posting lots and, like, in good spirits about it, but... Yeah, literally, he added, and here I thought Jason packed a punch. Got hit from behind by a dude on a racing bike, knocked us both ass over kettle. Love this guy, love Bill, wish him all the best in his recovery, but that's fucked up, man. First Stephen King from a van, now Bill Moseley from a cyclist. Mike Flanagan better watch out for any fucking hoverboards. He'll get mowed down from behind by a person on a hoverboard. Alright, Silent Hill 2. The remake is going to be coming out. The release date, October 8th. So if you're a Silent Hill fan, again, apologies that we probably will not actually get to that kill count that was promised during the weird era. It's just hard to kill count a video game, especially one like that. But I had a fun time playing it, which I had been able to finish it. And for those of you who like Silent Hill 2, which I understand is a very different game, I feel like I remember hearing that Silent Hill 3 was more of a follow-up to Silent Hill 1, and 2 was its own thing. But I know that it was well-regarded, and so the remake is happening. And similarly, Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica remakes are reportedly in the works at Capcom. Don't really know too much about any of these games, so I'll be moving on. I've never seen Isn't It Romantic, a Rebel Wilson rom-com where she gets hit on the head and then wakes up in a world that operates by the rules of a romantic comedy. Kind of sounds like Schmigadoon, just without a musical. But apparently they're doing a horror version of this. Isn't It Scary? Where I assume it'll be a similar thing with waking up in like a horror movie, which sounds a little Final Girls-ish, the movie Final Girls, but yeah. Most recently, okay, yeah. And then Death of a Pop Star. This is a webtoon that I'm not familiar with, but Diablo Cody is going to be writing and at least producing a live action adaptation of this. I'm assuming, and the director is the person who did Cam, Isa Maze. Cam was covered. We covered that on the podcast maybe 4 years ago. So that's a really cool movie. Very interesting. Very different to watch now than even 4 years ago with all the AI stuff. So I remember in that review on the podcast, I was like, I don't know if you could make like a deep fake this convincing, and then fuck me. Now you definitely can. But yes, Death of a Pop Star, apparently a very popular webcomic, and it will get a live-action adaptation. There is a movie coming out, being made by the Eggers brothers, which does not include Robert Eggers. This is Max and Sam Eggers, two brothers of Robert Eggers. Robert Eggers is, of course, the horror filmmaker who made The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, and he's got Nosferatu coming out later this year with Bill Skarsgård. So this will be Max and Sam Eggers. Let's see what they do. And they're bringing Brandy Norwood back to the genre from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Of course, her biggest role, not Moesha. It's I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. That is Brandy, for sure. Brandy's coming back to the horror genre, so that'll be fun to see. Also joined by Catherine Hunter, Andrew Burnap, and Neil Huff. So, yeah, I guess the brothers, like, Max Eggers co-wrote The Lighthouse with his brother Robert. That's cool. And then Sam Eggers was a PA on The Witch. Great. More Eggers. Get them in here. And then Godzilla Minus One is finally available to watch on streaming. It's on Netflix, and you can rent it or purchase it digitally. Both the regular colorized version that was not colorized, the color version that was released theatrically, and the minus color black and white version that came out. If you haven't seen this, it's real good. We had the pleasure of seeing it in theaters, which was definitely the way to go for that movie, but still worth watching regardless. Really good story, great acting. Godzilla looks awesome, both scary and adorable sometimes, like a little water puppy. And really enjoyed that movie. So if you haven't seen it, now you can finally. It is streaming. Check it out. You saw it in IMAX, Matthew Cash? Nice. Very cool. Yes, it's very good. And we've got one trailer for you today. Oh, Bill. Bill Moseley and Lin Shaye in new horror comedy Scared to Death. Let's see what this is all about. Excuse me, lo-fi hip-hop. Wait, where'd she go? Where'd she go? She's supposed to be studying. Oh, God. Someone put out an APB on Lo-Fi Girl. All right. What we got here? Again, I'm going to try to get this volume mixing right, but we'll see. Let me know if something's too loud. That's very loud.
For the film. It's been empty since the 50s. No one's ever filmed here before.
His little bow tie.
There was a tragedy here.
What happened?
Don't want to spoil the surprise.
I met a real medium today, a real 12th generation psychic.
I usually charge $2,500 for a full seance.
Why not hold a real seance for the actors?
Lynn, wait.
You are a PA. Now go and make my coffee.
That looked like The Undertaker.
Action.
I'm the Grog.
Okay, it's not The Undertaker.
New film, Dead House.
Use the back of your throat like you do when you yell at women.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lena Cooper.
Oh, darling, you need no introduction.
I've never actually been to a seance. It would help ground me to my character.
I have already arranged for all of us to attend a real seance in a real haunted house.
Count me in. The Grog loves an adventure.
Why did that look like Lin Shaye and Silent Hill Nurses?
That was my idea.
Come on, would you just stop being a big baby?
I quit.
All right, wait. Oh, come on.
I'm only gonna do it if I get to shoot the seance with the cameras and I get to direct behind the scenes.
5 willing participants.
So scared.
This is all craziness in our head. Where are the children?
Remind me why all the cameras are up here again? The seance is on the ground floor.
You never know.
Don't be afraid.
Why did that feel like a fake movie? And I don't mean that like with regards to its quality or anything, but why watching that did I feel like this movie isn't real? Like I don't understand quite what the story is involving Lin Shaye and this PA who wants to have a real seance or something. Jojo Siwa jump scare. Wait, for real? Or are you making a joke? Wait, is Jojo Siwa actually in this, Jordan? I'm too old for you to make jokes that I won't understand. Is this actually,
You never know.
A lot of people saying this, it feels like it looks like Scream 4. I don't think so. It does not look. It doesn't have that crazy Vaseline all over it. I don't think it looks that bad. Scream 4 looks bad, dude. That's Lin Shaye, obviously. Big time horror legend. Maybe most best known for Insidious. She was a wonderful conversation to have on Scream Dreams, the other podcast that I co-host with Catherine Newton. We have a great interview, by the way, this week on Wednesday with Francis Galuppi, the writer-director of Last Stop in Yuma County, which I think I've talked about before on this show, but if you haven't seen Last Stop in Yuma County, definitely check it out. It's a thriller that's very Tarantino-esque, like early Tarantino feeling, a lot of fun, a lot of horror actors in it, including Jocelyn Donahue, who is great in a lot of in a Mike Flanagan thing, Dr. Sleep, but it's great. I said Catherine Newton. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Scream Dreams, I of course co-host with the wonderful Catherine Corcoran, who just celebrated a birthday a couple of days ago. Apologies, I do not co-host a podcast with Freaky's Catherine Newton. That's not the case. That's not reality. There may or may not be a review of Last Stop in Yuma County later this week on the Dead Meat TikTok. We have been doing these like mini reviews on Dead Meat TikTok that Chelsea and I have filmed, and that Michael, our social media coordinator, has been putting up. I will continue as a something went wrong though. Okay. Yeah, we've been doing little reviews. So we have one for I Saw the TV Glow and Strangers Chapter 1 up there. Check those out if you like a little mini reviews. Oh, look, Molly's in there. That's great. So yeah, just little minute long, couple of minutes. You can hear our thoughts on new movies. We might be able to do one on The Watchers pretty soon, because that movie comes out this week. This Friday, The Watchers comes out. It's the film by Ishana Night Shyamalan, which is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, starring Dakota Fanning. And that will come out on Friday. We got a chance to see it earlier. I'll hold my review until it's out. Everyone should see it for themselves. But that is coming out. That's the artist. Dakota Fanning gets trapped in like a forest in Ireland, in like a room, just a building with a glass fourth wall, that every night her and the three others have to like stand there and be watched by the Watchers in the forest, and they're not allowed to go outside. Also coming out this Friday is The Exorcism, starring Russell Crowe. Again, no relation to the Pope's Exorcist. It is just another Exorcist movie starring Russell Crowe, where he plays an actor acting in an Exorcist movie. I'm interested to see how that goes, because Pope's Exorcist is a lot of fun. Russell Crowe is a lot of fun, so maybe the TikTok reviews can go on Patreon. I mean, they're not like exclusive stuff. You can go to, because like I don't think it's like Instagram, where if you don't have TikTok you can't view it. I think you can just go to TikTok and watch it. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if it would make sense to take the time to put it on Patreon, right? I don't know. Other movies coming out this week: Handling the Undead. I'm not really familiar with this one. This stars Renata Reinseiv from The Worst Person in the World. I don't really know this one. Why not on Dead Meat Presents or something? Would love to watch them, just not wild about TikTok. Well, the problem with YouTube Shorts is that YouTube Shorts limits things to a minute. So I hate trying to like quickly get all my thoughts out in under 60 seconds. That sucks. TikTok gives you up to 3 minutes. So that's nice that you can have a little bit more leeway to talk about something. That's why we put it on TikTok. YouTube Shorts, that minute time limit is really rough. Oh, up to 10 on TikTok? Oh, thank you, Heather. So TikTok, I don't know if we'll go that long talking about stuff, but maybe. Gives you an hour now, someone said. Jesus, what are these apps doing? It's at least 10 minutes on TikTok, so who uses TikTok anymore, someone said? I'm pretty sure it's like, isn't that still the most, probably not the most popular, but it's up there, right? I don't think it's not fucking Facebook or Twitter that we're talking about. But yes, I would love to put them on YouTube Shorts, but that 60-second time limit, that's rough. again, if you weren't here at the start of the live stream, we will be at VidCon Anaheim from June 26th to June 29th. I will put the music back on, you're right. Oh, a little loud. So please come see us. You might not see Chelsea and I physically, but Dead Meat will have a booth on the floor at VidCon Anaheim, June 26th to 29th. It's an interactive experience. You can get collectible cards. You can get a picture taken. We're really trying to make it a fun time and fun experience, so please come check that out. Big investment on our part, but we just want to, you know, we've been doing YouTube for 7 years now, and I just want a presence at least one of these VidCons. It probably won't be an annual thing, but it'll be there this year, and it'll be cool. I mean, we're right next to some big fucking companies on that floor, dude, so check that out. Come get your picture. And then this Friday, at long last, we got the Megan kill count coming out. I'm so excited. Last Friday, we had the Killer Clowns recount. Great episode, if I may say so myself. Really love that recount. Lots of good jokes in there. Lots of fun behind the scenes stuff of those guys just making that movie. And it seems like it struck a chord with a lot of people, in part because the new game is out. So a lot of people tuning in for the kill count recount, which again, the original episode is a classic Dead Meat episode. I know a lot of people was their first episode or like their favorite. So excited for that. Hope to hear air horns for the robot fight. Oh, Trunks, you know us so well. So Killer Clowns recount came out on Friday. The Megan kill count will be out this Friday. Another very good episode. Really fun jokes in there. I'm excited about. There's one in particular that I like. That's it's when like Katie's in the back of the car screaming. I think that's my favorite joke of the Megan kill count, so you can look forward to that. And this Tuesday here on Dead Meat Presents, Chelsea and I will be streaming the kill count, not the kill count, we will be streaming the Killer Clowns game on Tuesday, June 4th. We already streamed it last week when we had early access due to pre-ordering it. And so now that the game is going to have its wide release, tomorrow, actually Tuesday, the 4th, we will be streaming it once more. Chelsea and I will be playing it. Hopefully we will be joined by other guests. Last time we were joined by Zoran and editor Josh. That was a lot of fun. And Chelsea, if you didn't know, voices a clown in that game. She is a voice actor, and her latest thing that has come out is the Killer Clowns game, where she voices the female version of Rudy the Clown that fans have taken to calling Tammy Beans, her full name. But apparently a very popular clown outfit to have. And all the little noises and clown speak that you hear when you're playing as that clown, that's Chelsea doing her little clown noises. I'm so proud of her. It's so great. She's so excited about having done it. And yeah, Tammy the Clown is everyone's favorite. We love her, don't we, folks? So Chelsea and I have been grinding on that game a little bit with trying to get our levels up in the single player mode since last time we played. So Chelsea may be joining as a player herself, as opposed to sitting just next to me and watching me play. I think she's going to play herself, so it'll be me, her, and whoever joins us tomorrow on Dead Meat Presents, streaming the Killer Clowns video game. And yes, we saw In a Violent Nature that we're planning on that being the next podcast because we both really want to talk about it. Chelsea fucking loved it. I really liked it. It's a deconstruction and a joke that not everyone will get, and I can totally understand if you didn't like it. Probably the reason you didn't like it is also kind of the point of the movie, in my opinion. But in any case, it's a creative film that, yes, walking simulator the movie. That is exactly what it is, which, you know what? That's what slashers feel like sometimes when you're watching them, and this movie was like, well, this is what it would be like. It's really funny once you watch it with that mind space. The only problem is we didn't take notes when we saw it, and it's not available streaming anywhere, so we'll just have to find the time to see it again in theaters, which is kind of a hassle, but we'll try to do that and that won't be this week. Podcast is out next week. So I think that's all I got. I think that's all we got today. Thanks as always to Ben, brand manager Ben, for putting this together. Brand manager and producer Ben for putting together the Monday morning live streams with all the news and everything, making it possible. And and the website. Hey, you know what? Oh man, I have it open in a tab downstairs. Can I parsec into my computer downstairs? Hold on one second. Can I connect to... I have it open, but I don't know the fucking... I don't think I have parsec open down there, dude. Hold on. Let me get my two-step verification or whatever. Get in on this Parsec. Parsec is a program that allows you to remote into another computer. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the computer downstairs is running Parsec right now, so I can't. God damn it. Let me try once to recall it from memory. See if I can do that. I don't think that's gonna be right. Nope, that's not right. I'm sorry. Damn.
This place looks
Okay.
perfect for the
Maybe next time I'll remember to show you the website that's maybe almost done. We'll see. It's almost there. We're hiring a freelance person to get us over the finish line of just all the data entry that needs to happen for the website. But yes. Oh yeah. And by the way, In a Violent Nature has like an all-timer kill. If it wasn't for Terrifier 3 coming out this year, I would say it's already a lock for best kill. That's how good it is. It's insane. But of course, Terrifier 3 might surprise us all. But yes, definitely check out In a Violent Nature. Even if you don't like the other 90 minutes of the film, there's a kill in there that is just, it's great, dude. Just, we were cackling in the theater, just like, oh my God. Yeah. A lot of audible reactions in the theater. So hopefully you can go see it in a theater with other people, because they will respond to that kill. I promise you. Okay, awesome. I'll see you next time, and thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a good week, everybody. All right, bye.